Okay, welcome back guys for another media literacy video. This time we're looking at this PowerPoint which has some ad examples discussing how advertisers use human needs to sell their products. Okay, so this is human needs that sell. Okay, these needs can be essential or secondary. So they could be things that are like critical just to survive, or they can be things that we just want and like. So how are they going to use these needs to sell their product? Obviously with the end goal trying to make profit. Alright, so advertisers convince us to buy these products, their products, by appealing to these basic human needs. Okay, so they make an appeal. For example, let's zoom in a bit. Here's the first ad here. Do we know who a target audience might be or what the product might be? Okay, so we know it's, right away it's kind of sports and health related. And in this case it's the need to be physically healthy. Okay, so there's the health dimension, and we see the lady at the gym exercising, and it says get a little bit better every day. Okay, so for sure fitness, wellness, right, because it talks about being healthy. Okay, we have a female model, so femininity is somewhere, femininity is in there, and she's maybe a little bit older but very fit. So think about your age demographics in there as well. You got gender, you got age. So this might be targeting older people who want to stay fit, stay healthy as they age. And what might be the actual product? We don't know. It could be any of the gym wear. So it could be clothing. Maybe it's a gym membership, some kind of health club. So we're not too sure, but the need to be physically healthy is clearly in view. Okay, the next one would be the need to be physically attractive. Okay, so this is appealing to an appeal to the desire for beauty. Okay, beauty, and part of beauty in this case is fitness as well. So look at the text, look at the symbols and the images and so on. Oh, and by the way, notice how the previous ad had this in quotes. So who's saying that? Probably this lady is making that statement. Okay, so pay attention to that. I forgot about the punctuation there. Alright, so who's saying this? I swam across the ocean just for you. Who's this? Well, this male model. So if he swam across the ocean just for you, who might the target audience be actually? Yeah, in this case, women are being targeted. And we can see a little bit of bias in that because this is diet Dr. Pepper. So a diet product. And obviously, the fit physique of the guy says something about also, quote unquote, manliness or masculinity. And it's alluding to a famous Greek mythology story where a guy swims across the Aegean Sea to get to the maid. The title of that is eluding me at the moment, but I'll come back to it if I remember it. So not only did he just swim across a sea, he swam across the whole ocean. And so what on earth does this have to do with pop? What is it trying to say about Dr. Pepper? Maybe it's tasty, it's refreshing, delicious, something to do with the water element. But clearly they're just exploiting, the attractiveness of the male model to target women. Okay, to need to be free from fear and anxiety. We don't want to have fear and anxiety all the time. So, if you died today, who would take care of your family? 10-year level term life insurance, $500,000 policy, etc. Here are the ages given for the policy and who's targeted. Male. So this is for men and specifically fathers being targeted. And actually in this case, it's using their fear and anxiety to sell the product, because we want to be free from that, right? So we can think negative or positive use of the emotions. So either to reinforce a good emotion or to exploit or take advantage of negative emotions. In this case, fear and anxiety about your family. So girl is at the graveside. Who's died? The father. So this is probably the daughter here. And so they're not targeting daughters, but showing the daughter crying will make the father feel worried, and you're going to call and get a free quote, that's supposedly amazing, click here. So this is an internet ad targeting men and probably older guys, because the starting age is 40 here. Okay, next one, Cathay Pacific. I look for the positive in everything. And this says the need to feel good about ourselves. So we have an airline, and we have the stewardess who's saying she is always looking for the positive in everything. So supposedly that's going to give you superior customer service, right? Because it's going to be a positive outlook kind of company and experience. And that's going to make you feel better, going to make you feel maybe comfortable, maybe going to make you feel at ease. And so overall, you'll have a better flight experience, more relaxed. Right? All right, and obviously, she's smiling and looking pleasant and so on. Okay, another need is the need to belong to a group. So belonging to a group here, we actually don't see any product advertised in this particular picture, but we can see all young people. So we have a young group. So that's our age demographic, right? And they're all smiling, having fun, making goofy faces and so on. And they're somewhere exotic and tropical. We can see from the trees behind them. So what kind of ad might this be? Need to belong to a group. Maybe this is a travel ad. Could be maybe a camp group or something like that. Could be even like Airbnb or something like that. Okay, but in this case, it's leveraging your peer group because they're all, clearly in the same age bracket. And the fact that they're having fun, it's bright and sunny and so on. Okay, next one would be the need for status. Okay, so this is concerning social status. And that could be fame, can be, wealth, class, where you are in the society. Mostly based on money, these things are connected. And so here we have Omega, George Clooney's choice. And so we're supposed to know who this guy is. So leveraging a famous actor. So right away, because he's a famous blockbuster actor, the money sign should be ringing in your head. And what's the product? Well, we've got this watch, and we see he's wearing a watch as well. Notice the setting. We have kind of a European vacations setting look. Maybe Greece or southern Italy or something like that. Notice the boat he's driving. Okay, he's got a fancy boat. How do I know it's fancy? Well, look at all this chrome, the special leather steering wheel, the special chrome rear view mirror, and it kind of looks like a cool old car, but he's on the water, right? And the fact is, they're saying Omega, George Clooney's choice. The name is behind him, kind of faded, and then down here it's a little bit more bold. So they really want us to focus on, oh, it's George Clooney's choice, right? So to be connected to famous people, to have status. The need to be informed or intelligent. The Economist magazine is advertising, and they say answers on page, and they literally list every single page in the document in the magazine, right? Okay, so it's claimed to have knowledge and intelligence to know the answers. And so if you read, The Economist, you're going to get that knowledge and intelligence too. All right, the last one, the need to identify with people we admire. So, not really my hero, but who's this guy? Baby Justin Bieber, I guess. So, supposedly, you might admire Justin Bieber. Maybe my choice would be different. I would probably choose Bob Dylan. But, hey, Justin Bieber, he was a teenager here, right? Teeny Bieber. So teens are in view, and what's he holding? Well, he's holding the product Proactive. This is like acne medicine. And so he's saying, hey, look, it made my skin nice and clean. Can do it for you too. So you want to be like him, you admire Justin Bieber, then you'll buy that product. Okay, so what you should do then is watch the Think Different ad for yourself and record your ideas as to what you think are the needs that they're using. So human needs, it's a fairly basic concept, but be aware they're using that to sell the product, make more money, kind of leverage your feelings and thoughts about essential and non-essential things in life. Okay, so take a look at the Think Different ad and see what you can find in that.